So Donald Trump's special move, abandoning people who supported him. This is my favorite. This is my favorite thing Trump does, is abandoning people who supported him when they need him most. One of my favorite moves, honestly. Like, this is just like, it's peak entertainment, real shit. Governor Sarah Huckabee, I didn't even know she became a governor. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Arkansas Republican, she's urging Trump to reconsider denial of disaster relief. If there's nothing I hate in this world, bro, more like it's crazy when conservatives vote for they vote for and then when they get what they voted for, all of a sudden they're bewildered. They can't believe it. You voted for Donald Trump to stop spending federal money on disaster relief. You voted for that. You guys said government was too big. Now you're and moaning. Whatever. Let's just read the article. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Arkansas Republican lawmaker, urges Trump to reconsider denial of disaster relief. Severe storms hit Arkansas last month, leading to 3 deaths. Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders and the state's entire GOP congressional delegation are urging President Donald Trump to reconsider after the Federal Emergency Management denied the state's request for federal disaster relief following a series of deadly storms. Good. They would have stolen the shit any goddamn way. All conservatives do is thief and steal. So frankly, I get it. Trump, do what you gotta do. You can't trust these at all. All conservatives do is steal. All they do is lie. You can't trust them with this money. I'm with Trump on this one. I think Trump's doing the right thing. Arkansas voted for Donald Trump to cut FEMA spending. I don't understand what the problem is. This is like you pull up to Chick-fil-A, you say, "Can I get a number 1 with a large fry and a large lemonade?" And you get it, and now all of a sudden you want to return it to the front, not the front desk. You want to return it to the counter, to the register. "Can I return this? It's exactly what I ordered. Can I return this?" No, you can't return. Like, no, you can't return it. Stupid ass, dumb ass, fool ass. And they're like, no. There's nothing more ungrateful and nothing more just annoying than someone who, like, you asked for it, you got it. Now you're upset. It sounded sexy when you were voting for it. We don't need the federal government. Now all of a sudden you get hit by like 3 different storms, and now all of a sudden it's, "Can we get federal funding? Stop. Like, bro, conservatives need to stop LARPing like they're, those white outdoor, y'all know them white dudes that be hunting and fishing and hunting and fishing and hunting and fishing and building shit out, like they don't even know internet, no, not even a fully like functional house in modern times with like modern sewage. No, I'm talking about them dudes who just be building shit and hunting and fishing shit. Conservatives really think they are that guy, and you're not. Therefore, it compels y'all to vote for dumbass Imagine paying money into the federal government, then asking them to cut spending on things meant to protect you, while they don't even cut your taxes, by the way. They cut taxes for the rich. You're still paying the same amount you were paying before for none of the services. Conservatives literally are asking to be like Nigerian prince scam. This is ridiculous. Hey, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. Fuck what these rappers be talking about, scamming and finesse. Bro, the real scamming and finessing is being done by the GOP. They the real scam. I need Ted Cruz and Mike Johnson on a track rapping right now. Mumble rap, all of that. I need a trap beat. I don't want to hear a rapper talk about scamming and jugging and finessing no more. Ran off on the plug. Don't even want to hear that shit. I want to hear these niggas rap about it, because frankly, this level of scamming and fraud, it's crazy. It's crazy. This is fraud the likes of which we've never seen before. Compelling voters to vote for the government to stop spending money on public services while still collecting said money from them. Like, you're still collecting the money but not actually spending it on them. I'm not gonna lie, amazing money-making strategy, one of the best to ever do it. Salute to the Republican Party, scammers like no other. At some point, you have to stop being upset and you actually have to start admiring and respecting what's happening here. As Governor Sanders noted in her request, these storms caused catastrophic damage across the state, resulting in disastrous amounts of debris, widespread destruction to homes and businesses, the deaths of 3 Arkansans, and injuries to many more. The state's 2 Republican senators and 4 GOP House members wrote in an April 21st letter to Trump, given the cumulative impact and sheer magnitude of destruction from these severe weather events, federal assistance is vital to ensure that state and local communities have the capabilities needed to rebuild. Honestly, I've heard this said many times by liberals, and I'm starting to really believe conservatives really do want all of the benefits for themselves and none for anyone else. I don't know if I feel like it's a mixture of the two. I feel like it's a mixture of vindictive selfishness and evil, and a mixture of this Rambo outdoorsman fantasy. I'm really starting to believe that liberals are telling the truth when they say that conservatives really want all these benefits for themselves, but not for people they don't like. I'm starting to believe that. I feel like it's like 50-50 Rambo fantasy, 50-50 hatred. Like, half of it is I'm tired of the white liberals and the blacks and all these other people getting this, and then it's also this Rambo fantasy of surviving in the you're not Rambo. Stop. Like, this fantasy needs to end. It's not, like, this isn't real. You're lying. You're not capable of that. Just stop lying to yourself. Because when you get hit by a thunderstorm, now all of a sudden, you're calling Trump and begging him for help. Well, you thought storms would just stop when Trump got into office? What do you think he is, Christ's second coming? Now they want to ask Donald Trump for some sort of support or for some sort of help right now after they voted for this. Conservatives talked an unbelievably great amount of talk about how they don't need federal support and they don't need to rely on government handouts and how the government is too big and FEMA spending is too fucking much. And then when you get hit by a storm, you realize why this shit exists in the first place. Unreal. It's so childlike. Like, have you thought for 1 second about why these services exist? And have you thought for 1 second about why someone would try to upend those services without simultaneously well, you know what? Let me not even say promising, because it's not like when Republicans promise anything good, those promises are ever made good on. Have you ever even thought about the importance of making sure that maybe the government cuts your taxes so you're not paying for services that aren't being rendered? Conservatives are just that stupid. Still paying the same amount of taxes for services that are not being rendered. Idiots, absolute fools. This isn't the first time FEMA has denied state requests recently. Earlier this month, Democratic Governor Bob Ferguson of Washington said FEMA had denied his state's application for federal disaster relief stemming from a bomb cyclone that slammed the state last November. This is another troubling example of the federal government withholding funding, Ferguson said in a statement. Washington communities have been waiting for months for the resources they need to fully recover from last winter's devastating storms, and this decision will cause further delay. We will appeal. FEMA also denied a request from North Carolina's Democratic Governor Josh Stein to extend 100% federal funding for debris removal related to last fall's devastating Hurricane Helene beyond an initial 180-day timeline. However, the situation in Arkansas marks the first time that Republicans have publicly pushed back on the denial of FEMA relief requests. Of course, because it was all talk. This shit is all just Rambo fantasy bullshit. But these niggas don't believe nothing they say. These niggas don't believe any of this shit. When Trump supporters come out in public and say, we don't need government spending. These are people who rely on Medicaid. These are people whose family members are on food stamps. Like, these people are not serious. Either they don't want these things to be given to black people or other groups of people they don't like, white liberals, etc., or they're stuck in a Rambo fantasy of, I don't need the government. Whole time they literally rely on the government. It's unbelievable to me that these people can continuously vote for their own demise and then simultaneously ask out of the side of their mouth, can we get some funding? Y'all wasn't talking that shit before the election. Before the election, y'all were talking about how FEMA is bullshit and we don't need to spend federal funds on X, Y, and Z. Then you get hit by a storm and all of a sudden you're singing a different tune. Understand and realize conservatives are malevolent, malicious people, and at best, At best, they're bumbling buffoons who just need guidance. At worst, they're malicious people, not Machiavellian. That would imply some semblance of actual, like, knowledge and understanding, and probably some level of, like, utilitarianism. Like, okay, what's the best outcome? They're not even worried about the best outcome. It literally is just mayhem and destruction. Not to mention, Donald Trump, when he was running for office, lied about Biden not helping anybody in the wake of natural disasters hitting the South. Hurricanes slamming into Florida and the Carolinas. Donald Trump went all over the country saying Biden was helping no one, despite the fact that the governor of Georgia came on camera and said Biden called me multiple times, despite the fact that all the other governors said Biden has called us multiple times and we've been able to reach him whenever we needed to. Despite that, Trump still lied. The nigga who lies about hurricane funding simultaneously is now denying it to the people who voted for him. The dude who made it seem like hurricane relief was so important for the American people now doesn't want to give it up. Wow, what a surprise. Who could have seen that coming? Yo, MAGA voters, bro, oh my God. But y'all niggas need to go, like, watch cartoons, and y'all need to just go sit down somewhere. Like, you should not be voting, bro. Like, y'all should be doing something more productive. Something else. Just not voting, bro. Y'all need to be voting. I'll say it if nobody else is willing to say. MAGA voters need to just chill out somewhere. Just go relax somewhere. Y'all do not need to be voting. Let's just keep it 100. You just don't. I'm sorry. This is embarrassing to read.